Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 13, Episode 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning one of my peoples, welcome back. I just want to start off in advance and apologize. I am using my webcam because I am out of town and I did not want to be shuffling my camera case, and all those things. So the next two videos is gonna be on my webcam. So I do apologize in advance. This episode, it wasn't giving me what it usually gives me. Now, we on episode 3, and usually by then things would have picked up, but it is still not picked up yet. So, Portia, she is still protesting for justice for Breonna Taylor. And she says while she's out protesting, like she's getting the strength from her grandfather, who was also a part of the civil rights movement. He was helping marching in Selma. So like she is gathering strength from him as like this is in her blood. While protesting, she was arrested yet again. And I guess she feels they was trying to prove a point, and she was the last one to be released from prison. But she feels that she will do it again because like how would you feel if your child was peacefully sleeping in their house and they was gunned down by the police because they had the wrong information? I had recently, I don't know if it was on Instagram or on the news, this lady, she had just come home from work. I think she was like a social worker. She had just come home from work, about to take a shower, and the police bust in. And the police is going around looking for everything. She's crying. They're not like, hey, put some clothes on. She had to stand there with all these male officers butt booty naked. Yes. And finally somebody was like, okay, let me put this like blanket on her. She's steady. I don't know what's going on. I don't know this person. They're going off of information of an informant. So if the informant was wrong, or the person that they were looking for lived in that apartment complex and that person was on house arrest, yet they had the wrong information yet again. Like, if y'all think this is a place where drugs is, don't just go on the information of an informant. Case the area for like a few weeks to see what kind of activity is going on. If you don't see a lot of activity going on at that house and a whole bunch of packages, most likely this place isn't what you think it is. So finally they go outside and reread the warrant and do all those things and realize, oh yeah, we in the wrong house. We didn't bust down this woman's door. We didn't doggone humiliate and scared her for nothing. Yeah, it is a lot. We over at Drew's house and they are rehearsing for her mom's sermon, and I was like, y'all was that sounded weird to me, but okay. The subject of the sermon is bridle your tongue. Now, Pastor Jeanette says that she had a discernment that something was going to go wrong yesterday. And what happened yesterday? Drew and Ralph, they got into it. They had a fight. He was still on this, I'm a black man, so I got to leave. I can leave for a few days. You don't know what it is to be a black man. I was like, yes, I am not a man and I am not black. But no, take that back. I am not a man. I am black, but I am not a man. So I don't know what you are going to as a black man. But I know leaving for 3 days and not telling your wife where you were at does not seem like it's something you should be doing. It's like, Ralph, are you cheating? Is that why you're gone for 3 days? You picked a fight because the person you cheating with, y'all had made plans to go somewhere and you just did. Because mind you, when he left for these 2 days, this is during the pandemic. So you mean to tell me you were so angry that you left for 3 days during the pandemic and went from Atlanta to Tampa, Florida? We need to do better than that. Now, Drew and Ralph, they never resolve issues. And then we got to sprinkle in Pastor Jeanette coming in, putting her 2 cents down. I can see where she coming from. Like, I try to stay out your business, but when my daughter is coming to me crying because you over here leaving the house for days on end, or you doing A, B, C, and D, I'm gonna want to say something. But I think these two need counseling. That's what they need. because they got a lot going on. And then you got your mother-in-law, like Drew's mama living there, and she's jumping in and putting her 2 cents in. Let's move over to Kenya. Kenya has found her shady soulmate in Latoya, if you ask me. Y'all, I am sitting awkwardly because the chair and this bed is too close to the wall for my chair to be moving correctly. So I'm gonna be moving about a lot. So y'all just stick with me. I just do not want to look like head and shoulders. But this is what we're gonna have to deal with. We're gonna a little bit. Okay, there we go. A little bit better. Like I said, she has found her shady soulmate in Latoya. Now I don't know what Latoya's obsession with Drew's wig is, but she don't like it. Now y'all, I don't know much about wigs, but I didn't think Drew's wig looked that bad. Like look at Mary Crosby's from not loving hip hop, but Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now that is a raggedy mess. So I don't know why Latoya is coming in for Drew's wig. Like I don't know if this her first season, so she thinks she got to do a lot and be extra extra shady, and that's the way to go about it. I just don't know. And she's like, she gonna name the wig Moesha. Kenya, she tag teaming, talking about some that Drew has been in Hollywood all those years, and she still doesn't know how to pick out a good wig. I was like, was that really necessary? Her wig did not look that bad to me, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I was thinking about getting me a headband wig, but I was like, I don't ever go nowhere. So do I really need a headband wig? And I've been getting hot easily, and I've been wanting to pull that thing off. I remember like some years ago, it was probably like 2007. I caught myself putting on one of my grandma's wig and just to go to the bank right quick, and I like to passed out because I was sweating so bad. And then I went to the bank the next day with my real hair, and the woman was looking at me like, I remember you, but your hair looks so much different. But yeah, that's what these two got going on, being shady towards Drew's wig. Candy, Kenya, and Cynthia, they meet up to work off some of this quarantine weight. Now, y'all, I picked up quarantine weight just like everybody else. I've been snacking and not doing too much. Cynthia, she's discussing her wedding plans. Kenya, she's already, I'm going to be your wedding decorator. We can get us a good tent in the backyard. We can set things up. This is what we're going to do. Have you guys discussed the prenup? They discuss it, but they have not gone to a lawyer. Now, Candy remembers what house it was when she and Todd was getting married and the discussion of a prenup. He's like, I don't want your money. I want you. Once we get married, we can build together and make more money for the both of us. That's what they have done. Now, Kenya, she wishes she had got a prenuptial agreement, but I guess she was so happy that you know she was getting married. She threw all that like good sense out the window, and this is where she left it now with a man who treats her all kinds of wrong on national television. But besides that, like she wishes she had got this prenup because I'm pretty sure that Mark is going to make her life hell. I believe that was his name. His name is Mark, right, y'all? If I am wrong, drop that below. So Drew and her family, they are moving into a new home. Y'all, it seems like Drew and Ralph, they are arguing about everything because she was like, okay, we're moving into the house. When we go look at it, we can look at it today. Yes, but we just got to do this. I got to get my lawyer. Is your lawyer? Yes. Okay, ours, whatever. It's our lawyer. We got to go for our paperwork, our stuff. Like, these two just fussing for no good reason. But she knows that they need to get their act together because they have 3 young children looking at them and they need to make an example for them. But she says how she found a counselor for them to go to. I was like, okay, good. Y'all going to a counselor. Y'all going to get things together. He wants to know, have you spoken to the counselor? Yes, I have spoken to the counselor. But he's assuming that she's already planted seeds in the counselor's head. Like, no, I spoke to a counselor as far as, hey, me and my husband need counseling. I didn't go on there and be like, hey, me and my husband needs counseling because he feels it is okay for him to leave for 3 days on end and not telling anybody. That's where we're at. My mama living in the house too because she got stuck in Atlanta once we were put on quarantine. There's a lot going on. My husband needs be making the most stupid comments, and I want you to see if you can help us out. Paraphrasing and throwing a little bit in and read between the lines. Now, Cynthia, Mike, and Mallory, they go look at a wedding venue. Now, Cynthia, she is still on this. I want us to get married on 10/10/20. I want it to be this fabulous wedding. I want people hanging from the doggone ceilings like angels in that Tyler Perry movie, Medea's Family Reunion. This is what she wants. I want all these people to show up, but there's regulations. There's only so many people that can be, in a building all at once. Cynthia, she not trying to hear that. She wants the wedding on that day, and that's what she's so focused on. But it seems like she's more focused on the wedding and not the marriage. Mike, he seems like we can go down to the courthouse, get married, and have a nice reception once, the world can open up and we can do things a little bit better. Do it like that. But Cynthia, she don't want that. She wants that wedding, that day, and that nice, fabulous, venue. But I'm like, you making all this big fuss so you can have a party for other people. That is basically what's going on. I've told y'all this story before. Me and my husband, we were gonna go down to the courthouse and get married. And his mom, God rest her soul, and his cousin got a wind of this. They say, no, I'm getting a call. Yeah, my mom and my cousin, they getting everything ready for our wedding. I don't know what's going on with the part of my head. It was straight last night, and I don't know what's going on. It looked crooked down, so y'all don't pay attention to that. They done got together, found a venue, got the cake, the menu. All I had to do was show up in my wedding dress and what I was wearing. That is the only thing that I had to do. And I was fine with that because, like, I wasn't trying to impress nobody. We was just trying to get married, and it's just so happened they wanted to make this special for us. Like Cynthia, they could have went down to the courthouse and, or just like had like a little special family. Cynthia, her mom and sister, and and her daughter, Mike and his girls and his parents. Y'all do something nice at the house in the backyard. Just y'all, something small and intimate. And then later on, have this big shindig at that venue for all your friends and family. So this is the celebration part. Like months later, they could have done that, but we already know by now. But they have already gotten married, and she got, I guess, what she wanted. I don't know, but like it was like she was more focused on the wedding than the marriage itself. And I was like, I don't want this. This is what we talking about the whole entire time. So y'all, I'm surprised I had 13 minutes of stuff to talk about because it wasn't really a lot going on. I wonder when they're going to talk more about Latoya and what she got going on, as opposed to her just being on her being shady. But y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out for me, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video. You can click on it, you can like it, and share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my people. If you're already one of my peoples, well, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.